Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I shaved my head again. I have to say, I was gonna mess up. Buzz cuts are my favorites. It is the easiest way to go through life without having to think about hair stuff. And that's a little parentheses about me. My voice is a little bit because these are the first words I say in the day. I am filming this at 7 a.m. So this is a 3-part spread. We're going to start off with the Morgan, then we're going to go into the Tarot of the Divine, and we're going to finish off with the Sacred Symbols Oracle by Marcella Kroll, which is hands down, I think, one of my favorites. I hope this message resonates with you. If it does, please hit like. If you want to hear more, subscribe. And if this message isn't for you, maybe it's for somebody that you know, like you came upon it for a reason. Regardless, I hope this is entertaining for you because it is a form of entertainment, but it is also, the main reason is there's a message here for you, one-on-one as I'm saying it. So I hope you get it. With the Morgan, what do we have today for Tuesday? Yesterday, the cards were just, I didn't have to shuffle at all. I come from a different planet. I look like I come from a different planet right now. Okay, so there's something different to you or to somebody that you know. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be a way of thinking. It could be a way of living. You are experiencing an illegitimate feeling. This is, if you know the Morgan at all, which a lot of people don't. I don't see these cards going around that much. This is not supposed to be taken literally. Everything we experience is legitimate. It's just that we put it in doubt. We see ourselves from the viewer's point of view instead of experiencing them firsthand. So, yeah. Maybe you're judging yourself too harshly, okay? That could be part of the message here. Last card is, heavy. Yeah, the first 3 cards, I usually say this, are the pillars of the reading. They are not the entire reading. You'll see when I pull these that it goes much deeper. But initially, I will say for some of you, you probably need to hear this. You're judging yourself too harshly, or you're judging somebody too harshly. And it's weighing down on you. It's heavy. You need to take a step back and try to see things from a different perspective, because so much peace and so much harmony and so much flow in life comes from acceptance, surrender, gratitude. All these things are you just accepting reality for what it is and letting life happen, not just imposing your view, your current view on it. Important life lessons. So let's see. I come from a different planet. What are we talking about here? Page of Swords. Before I say anything, let me pull another one. See, okay, I feel like there's somebody in your energy, or you are. I feel like this could go either way, but we'll see. 6 of Swords reversed. Yeah, which we don't like. But either you or somebody else is trying to approach the other. Either you're trying to approach somebody or somebody's trying to approach you, and it's coming off kind of it's not very welcome, I have to say. If the Page of Swords here were reversed, I'd be like, maybe they don't trust you to some capacity, or you're speaking nonsense. But no, you're here upright. So you're being very true to yourself, or this person is being very true to themselves, and they're trying to approach you in a way that is maybe too forward for you. There's something odd about it. There's something odd about this approach. And it's not welcome. Either you're not welcoming it, or the other person isn't welcoming it. It just feels weird. You're experiencing an illegitimate feeling, clarified by the Justice reversed. Yeah, Two of Cups upright. Yeah, I think this is you. But however it resonates, it could be either or. I am reading your energy, but sometimes that does flip. So you want to come together with this person. You do. And you feel like it isn't really fair how they're treating you or how they're dismissing you. And I feel like in part, or you're being very judgmental of the other person as well. But I feel like you're being very judgmental of yourself or of the situation. It's very like, I have to say with the page, I do feel like there is a lot of self-esteem issues here. I don't feel like you're a very confident person, or the other person isn't very confident. And that's probably why the energy isn't really giving confidence. But it's coming across as awkward or weird. But either you or this person, they really want to come together, and they feel like it's kind of unfair that you don't give them a fair chance, or that they don't give you a fair chance. But yeah, if you ever want to approach someone, or anybody ever wants to approach you, you have to do it with confidence. Fake it till you make it. Doesn't mean that you're going to, I mean, it's going to be awkward, but you have to practice that a lot of times if you're not a confident person. Whoa. See, I'm telling you, they're just come out. Heavy, Page of Wands reversed. Shit. Ooh, and Seven of Wands. I feel like we're talking a lot about somebody that has confidence issues. I do. I'm talking to somebody that isn't very confident in themselves, or the person that's trying to approach you isn't very confident in themselves, and their ego is being hurt here. Their ego is being hurt, and it might lead to a quarrel. It might lead to self-defense. It's like, and it's super silly, but this is such a weird reading for a Tuesday. I have to say, this is more like a Friday kind of a thing, but to whomever might resonate, this is very immature energy, I have to say. Very immature. I might be speaking to somebody very young, very, very young, like early 20s, but I've met 50-year-olds that have this kind of self-esteem, so you never know. Somebody just immature. I'm thinking of the example, of how when, like, the typical movie scene or whatever skits where usually the boy, but it can be a girl too, approaches the other to ask them out, and the other person just dismisses them, and then the one that approached just says, fine, I didn't like you anyway. That's what it's giving me. Like, then why did you ask her out? Why did you ask him out? It's like, it's very immature. This is giving me such, like, you need to work on your self-esteem, dude. Or they need to. Because, and I'm not saying that we don't all go through that, because I think we all go through moments of putting ourselves out there and being hurt when we don't receive what we want, which would be a yes from the other person. But there's a way to carry yourself. There's a way to react with dignity. And some people learn that, some people never do. Some people do not handle rejection well. They don't. And they are the, well, I never liked you anyway kind of people. Marcella Kroll deck. Let's see. Sacred Symbols. Last card. Oh, transformation. This is a learning experience for you or for them. Let me read it. This is such a weird reading. I don't think I've ever gotten a reading like this. The butterfly goes through many stages before it becomes a beautiful creature that it is. Honor your process and allow your beauty to be seen by all. Wear more color to help announce the arrival of your exquisite transformation, says the person wearing black. Meditate on this when you want to call in more beauty, grace, acceptance during this and acceptance during times of transformation. Yeah, this is a growing thing for you. I think that this is you. I do think that this is you. If it's the reversed, so be it. If it's the reversed, you also need to learn how to reject people with compassion. 1, as I was saying it. So it can be that 11. You also need to learn how to reject situations and people with compassion, and let them keep their dignity, not humiliate them. That's bad in itself. But I do think this is you. I think you need to work on your self-worth, your self-esteem, and learn how to take rejection on the chin and move forward without this stupid energy. Because between the Page of Wands reverse and the Seven of Wands under heavy, I think this really hurts your ego and you throw a fit after it. And that is the surest way to let them see that they were right to reject you. But if you just shake it off and you move on with your life, they're going to be like, was I wrong to reject them? Something to think about here. This is definitely a growth thing. With that transformation card with the butterfly, this is definitely a growth thing. So I hope this goes well for you. Happy Tuesday, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.